Hey friends, I have a question for you. Have you ever asked a question over and over and over and over, like the same question over and over? Have you ever done that? That's what I want to know. So if you're out there and you're watching this and you have asked a question over and over, I want to know about it. So leave a comment. Yes, you have. If you want to tell what the question was, you can. I would love to chat with you about it. But I'm Evie with Happily Even After, and I help you live your very best life even after you think yours is falling apart, because it really hasn't. It's actually fallen together in place. Doesn't seem like it. I know that sounds crazy, but for now, I want to know about if you've asked questions over and over, and I'll tell you why I'm asking. So years ago, when I came home, I was a school teacher. I came home and I found another woman in my home. Came home for lunch. I didn't even get a lunch break, but I needed some sinus medicine. I came home and there was another woman in my home. And so, yeah, I was in shock. I had no idea. I thought I had the perfect marriage that morning before I left for school. I thought I had the perfect marriage. When I came home at lunch, I didn't know what was going on. Thank goodness they were in the living room and nothing was happening. And I had to get right back to school. But I was like, what's happening? So in the weeks that followed, I kept asking, what did you do? Why was she there? Why'd you talk to her? Why did you open the door? Why did you let her in? And I just kept asking the same questions. Did you sit by her? Did you talk to her? Did you say this? What did you say? Like every question I could think of. It was ridiculous, but I did it. And so what I realized after weeks of asking the same question or similar questions or the same line of questioning, what I realized was, here's the bottom line. I wanted the answer to be different. And I thought if I asked questions the right way, or if I changed it a little bit, the answer would change. But it didn't. It couldn't, right? It happened. Whatever it was, whatever happened, what if he called her, if he texted her, whatever, we didn't have text back then. If he called her, if he invited her in, didn't invite her in, and 10 times, what? It happened. And I couldn't change it. But I was hoping that if I asked enough questions, and if I asked the right way, the answer would change. But it can't, right? So if you're going through a situation and you keep asking yourself over and over, why did that happen? What is this? What did that? Why did that? Did this? Did that? Here's the answer. It can't be different than it is, right? Now, it can be different outcomes. You can make different choices, but what has already happened can't be changed. If you've seen my video on regret, I talk about this. This is in a similar vein of that, because when we regret something, as far as what we do and what we regret, that regret will never benefit us. It'll never deliver a good gift. It won't deliver a different outcome. When you have regret about something that's happened, you cannot ever, you will not ever be able to change the event. It can't happen, right? Excuse me. It can't happen. You cannot change the event. What you can change is how you handle the aftermath of whatever it is. That's what you can change. So back to, do you ask questions or do you think about this over and over, hoping you're going to get a different answer, a different result, or hope that, like mine was, I was just hoping he was going to say, this didn't really happen. I didn't have her in the house. I didn't have sex with her. I was hoping all those things would be. And here's the crazy thing about this. For that affair, that's kind of how the questioning went. He kind of acquiesced to whatever the mood was, whatever the answer he thought should be that day. And that was part of the tumultuous ride, is his answers changed or he didn't give an answer. So there's several things going on here. Let me get this cleared up. So first of all, if you're like me and you have caught your spouse cheating, you probably want to ask enough questions that will ultimately just kind of take it back to that never happened, or this is a bad joke, right? That's the ultimate thing that you want to have. But that can never be the outcome. If your spouse had an affair, they can't ever not have that affair, right? So I just had the revelation this morning. This is why I'm doing this. I just had the revelation of remembering back to, I just would dwell on it and dwell on it, wanting him to tell me a different answer, wanting him to tell me it didn't really happen. Well, I mean, I knew it did. So, you know, the craziness that goes on if you've been through adultery or a tumultuous event, you want to ask the questions that can change the outcome. But the event can never be changed. But how you handle it and how you respond to it can. And that's what I want to encourage you with here today. If you're in the aftermath of adultery, finding out about your spouse in an affair, betrayal, your partner, maybe there's been an accident, maybe there's been a traumatic event, and you're asking, what if? What if? What if we wouldn't have gotten in the car that day and had that wreck? What if, for me, what if my son didn't get cancer? What if I would have taken him sooner to the doctor? What if? You know, we could, but you know what? All those questions can never change what has already happened. And that sucks. I understand totally, completely. If I could ask questions to get a different answer and to get a different result, I would, but it's not possible. So here's my encouragement for you. Because what something most likely has happened in your life that you would want to change. But here's the thing. Here's what I want to encourage you with. It's my belief that every single thing that happens for us and not to us. I know. And I can say that. I can sit here and say that today. And my ex-husband had 3 affairs that I know of on me. My son got cancer and he passed away. So I don't say this lightly. I'm not taking your situation. Of course, I don't know what it is. I'm not making light of it. I'm just saying, whatever has happened in your life, if you choose to see it this way, has happened for you. And it is my belief also that everything that happens brings with it a gift. I know. I know. I've been questioned on what about that? Or what about that? Okay, I can only speak to what's happened in my life. And I do have friends who are of the same belief. I have a friend whose daughter was assaulted when she was in 7th grade. And it was awful. And they had to go to court. They had to keep dragging it up. But now, 30 years later, the mama will tell you that's her daughter's finest hour. I have chills just thinking about it because a mama can say that. Because I know when somebody messes with my boys, my boys get over it, but I'm still like, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, right? So this mama can say about an event that happened to her daughter, an assault, that it was her finest hour. And she says that because from those events, and they were awful, she became the person that she needed to be. She learned a lesson she needed to learn. She gained wisdom she needed to gain. All of those things that were not pleasant, that nobody would want to happen. You wouldn't ask for that. Even though they happened, they brought a good gift or good gifts. So I want to encourage you, whatever you're going through, there is a gift in every problem. That's my opinion. And if you choose to see the gift in every problem, you'll find it. Because it is my belief that what we look for, we find. So when you look for that gift, I believe you'll find it. And I know there's hard stuff out there. But we cannot change the events that have already happened to us. We can grow from them. We can learn from them, and we can look on them and say, what did that teach me? And what did I need to learn from that that I couldn't learn any other way? That's a good question to ask. Because when you look back and you reflect on those things that you don't love, that make you mad, make you angry, and ask yourself, what did it teach me that I couldn't have learned any other way? Because what if you have to learn that lesson again? You don't want to go through something similar. And so I encourage you with that. So if you've been through something and you're asking questions, hoping for a different answer, I'm here to tell you there's not a different answer outcome of what happened. Can things change from here and be different next time? Absolutely. Of course. You can't change the event that happened. You can change how you respond. You can change how you look at it, and you can move forward from it. Those are all things that can happen. So that's what I'll encourage you with today. Whatever has happened, ask yourself, what did I learn from that? What was the gift that that problem brought me? Because I do believe there's a gift in every problem. And yes, even the hard stuff. What if that problem was presented in your life so that you searched for more, so that you searched for better and higher, and your gifts came out? Look for the gift that that problem brought and ask, what did that thing teach me that I couldn't have learned any other way? I think you're going to find some pretty exciting answers. You have to have an open mind, and you have to let go of the bitterness and the resentment and the anger that came with that. And I'll tell you about that too. It's hard to hold on to that. It's hard. Once you let it go, once you let it be okay, And I'm not saying the event was okay. I'm not saying my son was passing away is okay, that my husband having an affair was okay, but things came from it that are really good. My husband having an affair. I'm still trying to figure out what's coming from my son, but I have to trust that he came and he lived this big, huge, wonderful life while he was here. And he taught a lot of people a lot of things. And then he had to go. And that's the best plan. I don't understand it. I don't like it. But I have choices of how I view it every day. Do I sit in pain? Or do I look for the good? Pain hurts. So look at those events and ask yourself, what gift did they bring? And know that regret delivers no good gift. None. None. Because you can't do anything about it. You can learn from it. You can move from it. But the regret itself doesn't deliver a good gift. The issue delivers a gift. So thanks for watching. Comment below if you agree, disagree, if you understand, if you don't understand, if you have something that you've learned already, this what I'm saying. Tell me if you were the person who asked a million questions hoping for a different answer. Thank you for watching. Click the like button, subscribe, and if you know somebody who needs to hear this today, share it with them and connect with me. There are several ways to connect with me. You can find me on every form of social media. Send me an email. I do coaching, private coaching, group coaching, all kinds of coaching. If you have a need, I can find a way to help meet it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.